What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment. It's been a while since I made a video. Last time I made a video, I actually had hair on my head and a beard. But it's been a while. A lot has happened as far as the NBA goes. I wanted to make a video today about the NBA playoffs. Um, you know, I was going to make a whole video on the Raptors and the whole series with Cleveland, but what was the point? I still am going to eventually make a video about the end of the year and the year, how it was, and what needs to happen in the future, but that will be at a future date. What I wanted to talk about today was about the NBA playoffs, and man, how boring the NBA playoffs are. I also have a side tangent I'm going to go on about that clown Kevin Durant and his comments, but I'll get to that after I generally talk about the NBA playoffs so far. The playoffs have been probably the worst that I've ever seen. I've been following and watching basketball since I could remember. I've always watched the playoffs. Not necessarily kept up fully with the regular season. That's always been a grind, but I've always watched the playoffs from start to finish. This year, I have not really watched the playoffs. I haven't watched a playoff game since Game 3 of the Raptors in Cleveland. Didn't even watch Game 4. Haven't watched any of the Eastern or Western Conference Finals. I might watch the Finals because we all know that's who is going to be playing, Golden State and Cleveland for round 3. But I can't watch it. It's blowout game after blowout game. I was actually going to make the video yesterday, but I wanted to see the turnout of the game that happened last night. Not sure how that happened, that Cleveland lost. I think either they got bored or they just decided they were going to pack it in just to get some adversity in the series, or maybe they get a phone call telling them that they need to, maybe lose a game just to, get some interest back into the NBA playoffs, because I don't care what anybody says. Blowouts are no good for the league. And if you keep getting... This is why I actually prefer watching NFL and the NFL playoffs over watching the NBA playoffs, because this crap has become so predictable to the point where we already know who's going to be the two teams that are going to play in the finals. So it just becomes so predictable that no one wants to watch it. At least in the NFL, you really don't know. I know that the Patriots have been a great team, but even they haven't been consistently making it to the finals. They lose. It's different teams going to, the Super Bowl. It's not the Patriots playing the Seahawks every single year in the Super Bowl. It's never even that. It's to the point where I think that even the casual fans are turning off the TVs and not even bothering to watch it. And I think this is probably going to be the earliest I've ever seen the NBA playoffs as far as the finals go. Usually they start in June, but the way this is going, they might have to start this thing in May. But I don't know. Cleveland's just been steamrolling everybody. Golden State, for the most part, has been steamrolling everybody. Cleveland's really lucked out with all these teams getting their key players hurt and not being able to compete. Golden State, they lucked out with San Antonio with Kawhi getting hurt. And, it's just been bad basketball. Straight up and down. So, for the league's sake, I really hope that we can get better competition because nobody wants to see the same teams playing over and over and over again. I mean, you might as well. What's the point of playing the? What is the point of the regular season? What is the point of all these playoff games other than to make money if it's going to be the same teams, same two teams playing in the finals every year? Something's got to give as far as that goes. So, like I said, I haven't been watching it. I've had no interest in it. Um, you know, especially I could, in fact, but I could deal with if Cleveland or Golden State they won every single game, but at least it was a close game. I could deal with teams losing close games. That I can at least get behind that. But when you're winning by 41 points at halftime on the road, who wants to see that? So that's my part as far as the NBA playoffs rant. Now, what I did want to also talk about is the comments that I saw from our good friend Kevin Durant. Mr. If you can't beat him, join him on Golden State. So I know that the media did ask him the question, and I guess he felt he was going to give his opinion on the question that was asked. And basically, I don't have the exact quote, but the paraphrase, they basically asked him about, what does he feel about, people saying that the NBA playoffs so far have been boring. And I swear to God, some of these people, some of these players, they don't think past go. I guess they feel that they're being 100% and honest with their answer, and they don't really think about the implications of what they're saying. They don't really think about what their words and how their words can carry. So, instead of, I don't know. I mean, I guess in a sense, you prefer people to be 100% honest and give their truthful answer, not be PC or politically correct on how they answer. But I just wouldn't answer the question, or I would have just, given some other answer. I mean, but his answer was, if you don't like it, turn off the TV and don't watch it. And I thought that was just the stupidest answer that you could give for a product such as the NBA. Because at the end of the day, let's face it, professional sports, are nothing more than entertainment. To me, it's no different from you going to watch a Broadway play, except the only difference is that there's competition in there. At the end of the day, it's just you're watching two teams compete, but the end product, the product that is being sold, is not just you going to the game, but enjoying the game as it is, or seeing the game on TV and the entertainment of watching the game. People are being entertained by watching you play. But at the end of the day, and this is where the part where he didn't think about it, at the end of the day, if you tell everybody to turn off the TV if they don't like it and don't watch it, then nobody's going to watch the games. That means no ad revenue, because now television stations are not going to be bothered to want to air the games, or the advertisers are not going to want to push their commercials around these games because nobody's watching them, and nobody's going to go to them because no one's got any interest to them. And guess what, Kevin Durant? At the end of the day, the people that you're telling, if you don't like it, don't watch it, we're the people who pay your paycheck. So, your occupation, you work for the Golden State Warriors now. But at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors work for the people, because the people are the people who allow them to run a team. Without us, the fans, where would you be? Where would the franchise be? Where would the NBA be? We're the people who put the money into your pockets. We're the people who put the money into the pockets of the people who run the arena, the people who work for the arena, the owners. We pay through it through tickets, uh, merchandise sales. All that goes into how you get paid and how the league runs. So the next time you tell people like myself that if we don't like it, don't watch it. Well, we might just take you up on that and we'll just stop watching. Now, I know at this point in time, with the contracts that you made, you're set. You got money and you can just retire and you got the money. But it's just a dumb thing to say to people, to tell them if they don't like it, they don't need to watch it. I'm only watching the game to be entertained by you playing it. And people have a right to feel that the games are boring. So I don't know the solution to it. I mean, teams just have to get better, but don't sit there and tell people to just turn off the TV. It just sets a bad example. But anyways, that's my rant for Kevin Durant. With him leaving Oklahoma City, I haven't been a fan of his because of that. Call me a hater or whatever the case may be, but he just came across leaving Oklahoma City like that, like a real, I don't want to say weak player, but he just didn't seem like he didn't seem like he's a guy that wants to compete. And I know that it's not a guarantee that you're going to win an NBA championship by going to Golden State, but he had something there in Oklahoma City. I mean, these guys were, a game away from going to the NBA Finals last season. And to see you not only leave the team as a free agent, whatever, you get to go wherever you want, but to go to the team that knocked you out of the playoffs, that just says a lot about the guy. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the NBA playoffs. Have you enjoyed them so far? Have they been boring to you? Do you see things getting better, or is the league slowly getting to a point where it's just going to be a couple of good teams again, and the rest of the teams are just some watered-down product? Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with as many people as possible to get the word out. Thank you for watching, and you have yourself a very great day. Peace.